Hi there, this is Christina Sky. Hope you guys come and check me out at www.christina-sky.com to check out all my naughty videos that I have on there. By the way, you're stuck in the video outhouse. And JR, that restraining order is now in effect.
Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to the Video Outhouse. It's time once again for media news, and I'm being joined by
J.R. Raw.
J.R. Raw, and J.R. Raw is here to help me with media news. First story up today.
I like helping.
I don't know if you've heard or not, but the Jack Kirby estate has thrown a monkey wrench, or at least is trying to throw a monkey wrench into the Marvel Disney deal. Why would they do that?
Well, two reasons.
Yes.
First off, let's go back a little ways. You remember the
Wayback Machine?
Yes, let's climb into the Wayback Machine. Sherman set the Wayback Machine for about 2 years ago.
Okay, Mr. Peabody!
Remember when the Jerry Siegel estate, co-creative Superman, for those of you that are dumb.
Yeah, a few Marvel fans. Superman's another character that was at another
some
company.
guy.
Yeah, some guy did it.
The Jerry Siegel estate a few years ago wanted money for some rights to Superman. And
they sued Warner's and everything.
Right, they won. The same lawyer, Mark Toberoff, is involved in this litigation as well.
And he won the other one?
Now the second, yes, he did. He won the other one. And the second piece of news that made the Jack Kirby estate sit up and go, what?
Yes.
Was that recent little tidbit about $4 billion exchanging hands between Marvel and Disney. And so the Kirby estate said, $4 billion?
Where's our cut of the pie?
I'd like a slice of that with a little whipped cream on the top there.
So they're suing Marvel.
They're suing, yes, they are. They are suing Marvel.
They're suing Marvel for the rights to 34, I think it is, 34 or 36 characters. Everyone from Black Panther to Galactus to Fantastic
America.
Four.
45.
45. Oh, it's up to 45. Bo, come here.
Come on, bro.
Come here, Bo.
You're a comic guy.
Yeah, you're Mr. Marvel Comics. You like Marvel a lot. What's going on with that story?
Basically, the Kirby family is not suing to own the characters. They can't own the characters.
Yes.
They're suing for their piece of the pie.
And it's a big piece.
And they're claiming a lot.
So they're moving on up to get their piece of the pie?
Well, they're trying, but it's not like the Siegel case. The Siegel case involved the Superman movies.
Yes.
This case involves co-ownership of the characters. The problem with their lawsuit is you're talking about co-ownership. And since the only people who happen to be alive right now are Stan Lee and Stan Lee, how exactly...
And Kirby's kids.
Kirby's kids, but Kirby's kids weren't there when the characters were created, so therefore they can't say what Jack did, and they can't say what Stan didn't do. And one of the big problems with the lawsuit is the fact that they're suing over Sony for Spider-Man. Jack Kirby had nothing to do with the creation of Spider-Man.
Jack Kirby created the costume. Jack Kirby designed the costume.
He drew the costume.
He designed the costume.
But most of that was done by Stan Lee, and then Steve Ditko redid it because Kirby's version of the Spider-Man, when they looked at it and went, "Oh."
Well, Jack Kirby's version of the Spider-Man costume is the Spider-Man costume.
Right, but they said, okay, your style doesn't really work with the characters, and then they brought in Ditko.
And besides, Jack was only doing 20 other books at the time, so
Right.
lazy bastard that he was. He just couldn't.
He did the best he could.
He couldn't hump out Spider-Man too.
He was a nice guy.
Okay.
All right, look.
Yes.
Whatever happens in this case,
Yes.
Kirby needs some due.
Yes, he does.
He needs some due.
Yes, he
Stan goes out there and he promotes this stuff. God bless him.
Yes.
Do I dare say this, or should we even
He
cross this
promotes it to a fault.
He promotes it to a
never
fault.
mentioned like
Jack Kirby?
He's thank you very much, voice of God comes in. Yeah, he's a shameless self-promoter.
Yes.
And whenever he talks about these
pimps them
characters,
out.
he pimps them out. We never hear the name Jack Kirby. Rarely come out of Stan's mouth. Rarely when it comes to
That's
these
an
characters.
injustice.
So if this is going to be monetary retribution or whatever you want to call it, so be it. Jack's name needs to be out there. People need to know that these are partially his characters as well. This is not, Stan Lee is not the god, the creator of everything in Marvel.
What are you trying to say?
So let this be a little bit something for Jack. Let's
Basically,
get Jack
we'll cover this also on the Marvel side. The bottom line is Disney was fully aware of the fact that the Kirby people were going to do this. What's going to happen when everything's all said and done, since the copyrights on these characters don't actually end until 39 years from now, they're going to get a nice check. Stanley gets about $1 million and a half check from Marvel every year. Yes. The Kirby estate will get $1 million and a half from Disney a year, and then they will go away.
If the suit goes through, if I'm not mistaken here, they would still own the trademarks and all that sort of thing.
But
correct?
they would lease them. Basically what they would do is if they got a portion of the trademark, they would have to sell that portion of the trademark. They would basically have to make a deal with Marvel or whoever else wanted it. But since Marvel would own the bulk of the trademark, they would kind of have to deal with Marvel.
I mean, does Marvel have to clear this up before they make the deal with Disney?
No, the Disney people were fully aware of this. They already knew this was going to happen. Disney's fully aware of people filing copyright suits, and it has no effect whatsoever on the Disney deal with Marvel.
Well, if it did go through, they would the revision wouldn't go in effect until 2014 if the Kirby estate.
Right. The
wins
first
this
character
case.
pops up by 2014, 2017, but the actual physical copyrights of all these characters doesn't end for 39 years.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you both.
Moving on. Thank you. So anyway,
Oh, I'm out too.
You threw Jim out too, you
It
bum!
really is. It's
moving on, we got more comic book news. A couple other soup
I got a
song.
little sad right there.
We got a soup song of comic book news that we still have to do. Barbie, not really comic book news, but Barbie is getting made movies. Movies are being made out of her, not those straight to video cartoony things that my daughter has, but actual live action Barbie the Clothes Horse movies that we've all been waiting for.
The producer of Jerry Maguire and Julie and Julia, which just came out in theaters, has got the rights to do Barbie. They're looking at this as a live action, not some CG thing. It's not going to be doll like that thing your daughter watches with the CG thing. This is going to be live action. This is they're going to hire somebody to play the part.
whose legs won't bend.
And they're looking for writers right now.
Keep looking. Well, they can do a Battleship movie. I mean, what the hell?
They have to find the right actress who has little pins in her arms and legs. And
They have to have the right. They have to find the right actress who has those ridiculous measurements that Barbie has, which no woman on the planet has but her.
no, that will be ignored. That will be ignored. You watch.
Last up, we got a quickie Cowboy Bebop story. Keanu Reeves is making a Cowboy Bebop movie. All you
Anime
manga
fans.
fans.
This is for you anime fans.
Anime manga
out there.
fans.
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing a Cowboy Bebop
He's
movie.
gonna,
What's
he's
up
going to
with
play Spike Spiegel in the thing.
it? Spike Spiegel.
The first that's the lead character.
Inspector Detector.
Actually, there's
That's why I love manga. Spike Spiegel.
there's very little manga that's good.
Oh!
Very little. That is one of the shows I like because it's sort of a retro a film noirish bounty hunter. It's very good. But anyway, the script was turned in for this thing.
Yes.
The first draft of the script turned in.
Yes.
And it turned out that this movie would have cost $500 million.
Oh, nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes.
So Keanu, who is one of the producers as well, told the
Said, "What?"
screenwriter,
They
we
wrote it
need
in the back
to,
of this Dead Sea Scrolls.
we need to.
You're gonna cut this scene,
Yeah, this has gotta
and this
go.
scene,
It's gotta
and this
go.
scene,
Yeah.
and
We're not shooting this on
and here's
Mars.
a new script right
There we
there.
are.
That's how we're shooting.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
not
there's your
shooting this on
script.
Mars.
And so they told him to scale it back maybe just a
Just a little bit.
a tiny
Just
bit.
a skosh.
That's it. So we're done. That's it.
That's it. We're done. We're out here. This is Comic Book Man saying stop off at the store's website, www.myalternaterally.com. Check out media news. Until next time.
Better yet, stop off at the store.
Or
Don't just
stop
go to
off
the
at the
website.
store.
Come on in if you're in Chicago.
Yeah, it's a fun place.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about.
Chicago.
I'll just sit here and tell you about media news. I'll be your media news monkey. I
for
just
those
say,
of you- For
You
those
can
of
throw
you
peanuts at him.
watching this in any other state but Illinois, Chicago's great. There's no Al Capone
No,
here or
nothing
nothing.
like that.
sure there is. So, shh.
Bye.